Belfast, and I asked the guy, I'm trying to get to Sydenham train station, and the guy said to me, well, good luck to you. People don't know what you're going through. People don't know the battle that you're fighting. And I would go in the toilet and I would cry. Imagine going home like this and just shedding tears, and the tears are like really cold and freezing in your face because you're thinking.
And you reported her to NMC because of that.
And God, did I absolutely hate my life there. I am depressed. But me, I'm a Yoruba girl, crazy. Like,
NHS pass written there.
Hi guys, welcome once again to my YouTube channel. My name said it before. Hey, stop that.
Ready, welcome once again to my channel. As you know, my name is Nana Griselda. Today I'm going to share with you, you know what I want the title of this to be?
what?
The dark side of overseas nursing. People don't tell you.
I'm all about that one. I know all about that one.
So yeah, I'm going to share something very deep with you guys today. So today I have here Tossin.
Hello.
Let me tell them where I know you from. So I know Tossin from my OSCE group. We actually were in the same OSCE group, you know, the preparation class towards our OSCE, and God being so good, everybody in that class passed the OSCE at the very first try.
Oh my God.
Our group was really lit, and we're really blessed.
Strong,
we're really blessed, and that's where I met, and that's where I know Tossin from. She's Nigerian. Yes,
very Nigerian.
She was actually moving from Manchester to Northern Ireland every time for the class.
I remember when I missed my flight.
Oh my God. Because the company we work for, their OSCE center is in Northern Ireland, so she always had to travel all the way to Northern Ireland. And after OSCE, I have not met Tossin again. But I'm literally living her life with her because I'm always on her WhatsApp status. This girl likes to chill. I just love her vibe. You know Nigerians. You know Nigerians.
I'm shy now.
So I have here Tossin. Tossin, people don't know you because this is your very first time on my channel. So I would like that you share something little about yourself.
All right, so my name is Tossin. I came into the UK when I was 24. I wish I was 24 right now because honestly 28 is not fun, and I'm looking at 28 next month.
Wow.
But I came in the year 2018 actually.
Yeah, 2018.
And I qualified in January 2019, and at the time I lived in Bolton. But let me talk about my Nigeria life first. I think I really, you know, I do miss it because I always tell people that year that I traveled was the happiest I was in my life. Maybe because I was coming to the UK and, you know, I had something to look forward to, and, you know, I was thinking, oh, this is going to be an amazing life. This is my dream come true. And at that time I had a job in VI and I loved my job there. I was in endoscopy nursing, and, you know, I had a doctor who was willing to teach us. I always tell people that my preparation to come to the UK was in 4 months because I was desperate to get out. So what people don't know about me was that I went to School of Nursing, UCH Ibadan. So I went to a School of Nursing, not uni for nursing. So when I finished School of Nursing, I started to work in Lagos. And then because Nigeria is all about, you know, school and degrees, so I decided, let me just go to Babcock. So I went to a very expensive private school, which my mom was paying for. And, you know, because I know that it was quite a lot on my mom, I thought, you know, let's just go to the UK. Let me just go, because she's also here as well. So I decided I have about 4 months to sort my UK journey out. Else, I will still have to pay for the second year in Babcock, which was like close to £1 million naira. It's a lot of money.
So you didn't finish the Babcock?
No, I dropped out of Babcock. So that was me dropping out of a school that was very important to me, by the way. It's a prestigious university, and my mom had already paid for a year. So I had to leave it to come to the United Kingdom.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And so the journey began.
I didn't know that. Do you regret leaving?
No.
You don't?
Nah, because right now I'm in University of Derby. I should finish next summer, so...
Congratulations.
Thank you, my dear. It's, you know, as Nigerians, it's a big deal. We are all about the degree, masters and all that stuff.
Wow.
But my first, I think I regretted in my second year. I felt like, well, I think I don't know if I'm in love with my life right now because, you know, at the end of the day, I thought to myself, people will still come to the UK. The UK is not closed for now. For now, because we don't know what's happening, right? And I felt like, you know, like my people always say something that there is no time you make a dress that you won't actually find an occasion for it. It's better said in Yoruba, but actually I felt like that was my own time to move. My friends who did not leave, you know, Babcock are now here, and I felt like, you know, they've got their degree, but now I've got my life, and, you know, I think I'm happy with where my life is at right now. So everybody with their own different, you know, approach to their life's journey. So that's it.
You should have your own channel. The way you're talking and you have not stammered once. You should have your own channel. You know, like even when it's people's first time, like no cut, no, do it again, no cut. But like you are flowing so easily, you should have your channel. Guys, if you think she should start her channel, like just comment below. Now that you know a bit about Tossin, she's willing to share something a bit more personal to her. You know, because that's one thing that people don't like talking about. That's one thing that people don't know about, and she's willing to share this. Tossin, first of all, just thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Anything for you, love.
All right. So, how do we start?
Let's start from the point I decided I didn't want to go to my mom in London. And I'll tell you why I made that decision for myself.
So you were in Bolton?
That was in Bolton.
Which is in?
The north. It's like the far north. This is down south. That's up north. Okay. So it's like, my mom is in Dagenham. I decided I wanted to go to Bolton. If you were driving, it's about 4 to 5 hours.
Wow.
And that's Greater Manchester as well.
That's Manchester, yeah. So
yeah. So I remember when my my agency, then amazing agency by the way, you know, they sent me options and said, you know, what do you want? I got Oxford, Birmingham. I got you know, not places I know. Obviously, I've never been in the UK before. So I called my mom and I said, look, they didn't give me the option of London, but the point is that.
So your mom is in London.
My mom is actually in London. So you know, I thought to myself.
And her mom was in London even before she came.
Before I came here. And you know, I just...
Her mom has a salon.
Yeah, she does my hair.
We'll leave the name of her mom's salon there. So please, she does so nice.
Yeah.
I envy your braids like all the time.
Yeah.
So you can check her out.
Yeah, so those are the privileges I actually enjoy right now. I don't pay for hair, which is good, yeah. So actually, I think the reason why I made the decision to go to Bolton and not stay with my mom in London is because I didn't want everybody to say, oh, it's because her mom is here, she had it easy, you know. I didn't want people to think I had things handed down to me or like on a platter of gold or silver, like served to me like that. I wanted, you know, to be able to boldly say that I went through this journey, not on my own because my mom supported me. I had a few good friends who were also there for me, but I didn't want to be like little girl under mommy's wings who, you know, was fine from the, you know, from the get-go. She was just fine. So I decided to go to Bolton, Greater Manchester, and God, did I absolutely hate my life there.
Why?
It was hard.
Why? How long were you in Bolton?
It was hard. It was 8 months.
8 months?
Yep. And my getting out, I had to play the mental health card. I just went to my manager. I said, Jill, let's have a talk. I am depressed. And I'm like, I'm not joking with you, Jill. I am like, I'm not happy. I'm miserable. I said, I have to go now.
Why were you miserable?
I've always been a kind of person that I always like my space. That's me. That's just, everybody knows that for me. But there's never been a time in my life where, you know, I look around me and I don't see anybody. But when I was in Bolton, like, first the culture shock. People don't tell you about this when you come to the UK. You come to the UK and you think, oh, I can speak English. I was going to use the F word, but honestly, it's Nanel's channel. She'll throw me out the window. But actually, like, you think you can speak English, but for my first couple of weeks there, I didn't hear a word. And I looked stupid. And I, like, you know, I would say things and they would laugh at me in my job. And I would go in the toilet and I would cry. These things build up, yeah? These things build up. Like, people would just look down on you and they would sit there. Like, I would say then, like, even my residents' family, because I worked in a nursing home, they were kinder to me than my own, you know, my actual colleagues. My colleagues were like a miserable bunch. It wasn't nice. Like, it
so you were miserable mainly because of your colleagues? Because of
my colleagues, because of the place.
And then you had to go there.
And then, yeah, I had to go there every day, every week. And you know, I came in the winter. Like, I came in November, and oh my God. Imagine going home like this and just shedding tears, and the tears are like really cold and freezing in your face. Because you're thinking, actually, I was happy at home, and here, I know I have to give it time. I remember calling Melinda, and you know, I was just telling Melinda, I don't know.
Melinda is the owner of the agency we came with.
Yeah. So I remember calling Melinda and saying, Melinda, this is how I'm being treated. Melinda, this is how I feel. I feel isolated. So now the difference between me and people who were wise enough to go to Northern Ireland was that I was the only one in Bolton. Now I had a big sister.
Were you the only black in your nursing home?
Okay, no, she's the one I wanted to talk about, Auntie Okpe. She's actually lovely, but she did night, and you know, she's got a family. Her entire family, her mom and dad. Her mom is a nurse, and you know, she's a lot older than me as well. And her family is in Bolton, and you know, she has a support system. But there I was on my own. Like the day I knew that I had hit rock bottom was the day
So wait, your colleagues, what exactly were they doing aside laughing at, let's say, your accent, or what exactly were they doing to pull you down?
When you come to the UK, you don't start as a nurse, you start as a pre-registered or OSCE nurse. And so I think it was hard for them to take orders from a girl who was, you know, pretty much like a carer with them.
And they're
like, how dare you waltz in here from like
Africa, somewhere.
From somewhere in Africa. We don't even want to grace it with a name. We don't care what country it is. And you just waltz in here, you think you can tell us what to do. And like there was a day we had a proper row and I was just sad. And I just went downstairs to the unit manager. I said, I'm not going to work with those girls again. I said, I don't think anybody should be treated this way.
You reported them? Really?
Yeah, I did. I reported. I said, I don't think anybody should be treated this way. I said,
and it was mainly the carers that were...
Carers. And do you want to know what's funny about these girls was? Just at the moment they were warming up to me, was the time I left, because they will warm up to you eventually. But my point is that nobody should ever have to feel that way, because there was a day I said to them, I said, what I've done with my life, I don't think you could ever do it. I said, you
did?
Yeah. I said if you were to like get up and go to say the US or France, a different country, do you think you would survive it?
Yeah.
I said, that's what
I've
done.
As a young girl by yourself.
I said, so if you think I'm not strong, I'm stronger than I look. I said, I'm young, because at the time I was 25. I said, I'm like really young, and you would think like, how is she a nurse? Like, how dare you be a nurse? But actually, like, I'm strong and I've been through a lot in my life. I said, what I have done, like picking up my life, I'm coming here. I said, do you not think about it and think like, what if it was me who went to Nigeria? Like, would I want people to be good to me or nice to me, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, I think I left after 8 months, and at that 8th month I felt like people were starting to warm up to me. And you know, at that time they would start to say things like, oh Tossin, we've got a party for, you know, this person going away who's leaving us, do you want to join us? And you know, at that time I felt like, oh, probably I'm now becoming a part of this team, but that's it now, I just want to go. And at that time, you know, let me talk about my friends back home, and you know how they took all of this and how I felt like they took all of this. You know, you can literally be on your phone, like they could literally see you online and you don't really want to talk, and they will say, oh, because Tossin is now in the UK, Tossin is proud, or because Tossin is now in the UK, we're like, you know, we don't measure up to her. But people don't know what you're going through. People don't know the battle that you're fighting.
Before you step into the building the next morning, you're just thinking, oh God.
You're like.
Did they put you in any kind of trouble?
No, not really.
It was just them being mean to you.
Yeah, just being mean, like just saying stuff, like just say racist stuff. Like there was one who said to me actually that my hair, you know how we like to put our hair up because we're nurses, yeah? One said to me that he went to a place in Africa, and the women always have their hair done in such a way that birds will nest in their hair.
Birds will nest in our hair.
In our head.
Which African country is that, and how many years ago was
I
that?
don't understand though. And me, I was just mad, like, Egba me, that's Yoruba by the way. I was like, God, this is really bad. I was like, wow. So basically what you're trying to say to me is that my hair can substitute for a bed nest. I was like, that's incredibly rude. Don't
like,
ever. I was like, don't ever say that to me again, because I could take that up. I was like, they try to be careful.
Silly comments, things that will really hurt you, spoil your day.
And the difference between us and them, I'll tell you, is that they are very, very, they are subtle, let's put it that way. They would like be so insidious. You will not be able to pick out that this person has just insulted me, because
it's true.
Passive aggression,
it's really true.
But me, I'm a Yoruba girl, crazy.
It's really true.
Me, I will just shout the entire building down, and now they will just be like, "Oh, she's so savage, she's so crazy, she's shouting." Now I'll be the one at fault because I'm the noisemaker. But they will.
You know, they always say we are loud.
Oh, we're loud.
And then we say, no, that's how we talk. We are loud.
So that's always, you know, that thing has always been there. One of my colleagues called me recently, and you know, she was telling me about how she was treated badly, and you know, she responded by being so like worked up and so loud, and you know, I felt sorry for her. I couldn't blame her because I know where she's coming from. We're, you know, in this together. But they can never understand. They'll be like, oh, she's so rude, she's so loud. But how do you treat a person like that in the first place?
They actually reported a girl to the NMC.
Really?
Because I think something about her lunch at work, and then they said she went to the kitchen to shout. You know, the way they always say we are shouting and we are loud. I think she was in that tone, and to them they said she was causing whatever in the home, making it unsafe for whatever, and they reported her to NMC because of that.
God, I don't even know what to say. In my former home, I was a lot free because, you know, the place I moved to after I left Bolton, I was so welcomed. My manager is a white lady. She's the best person I've ever met. She made me feel welcome. She made me feel part of the team. And I was thinking, do they do things differently in London? Because this is different.
So you did eventually leave Bolton to London?
I left to London, and it was the best decision I ever made with my life because my manager was so good to me. I shared an office with, imagine sharing an office with your manager and she never gave you a hard time, not one day.
God
so
bless
yeah,
her.
that was like, and she made me feel, she gave me confidence, you know, confidence in talking to residents, family. It's very important as a nurse in the UK.
It's very true.
It's something you learn. Like, you can't just come from the overseas and feel like you will flow with family immediately. No, it takes time.
Some of them would even see you and pass by and then see the British carer and then smile and talk to them.
So it is what it is. It is what it is. And but some people you will meet in your life will make things, you know, they would open your eyes to see that not everybody is, you know, not everybody is out to get you because you're black. Not everybody sees you as savage or some you know, black.
So if there's somebody going through something similar to what you're going through, what advice would you give to the person?
Don't cut off your family and friends, please. Yeah, don't do it. You know, with the friends thing, I always say to people, keep your circle small, and those those few people in your circle, make sure you're loyal to them and only share what you feel like. When it gets out there, it won't really make you feel oh man, I messed up.
That's really true.
Yeah,
be careful what you share.
Be careful, be very careful
what you share.
I'm this girl with a big mouth. Like, I talk about everything. I like to talk about myself as well, and it helps me. I had therapy, by the way. It's out there. There was a time I just felt like, okay, it's really hard right now, and I had therapy 2 sessions and I left, and I decided
was it when you were in Bolton?
No, it was when I came to London.
Okay.
Because I still felt like, you know, there were some things I needed answers to, like, why do I feel this way? Why can't I just be happy at this time? Why is it that everything I've ever prayed for, wanted, I have it now, and somehow I still feel like, you know, there's still, you know,
and is it just because of how people were treating you at work?
I think,
there's more to it.
Their treatment of me kind of like dropped my self-esteem, you know. It would drop your self-esteem so low, and you that used to be so confident would just feel like, oh, maybe I'm not so good at this, maybe it's me, maybe I'm the problem. And you know, like I said about how our behavior is compared to their behavior, and sometimes you start to think, oh, was it me? Was I too loud? And those things, and I'm the kind of person that I overthink things. I stay in my bed, I'm ruminating on what happened in the day, and I'm thinking, oh, I shouldn't have said that, oh, I messed up there, you know. Over time you start to think,
and all those things is just not healthy.
It's stressful.
Yeah,
people will not tell you. Nothing prepares you for what you're coming here for. That's not to scare you. I'm a lot happy right now. I'm happy with my life. I look around me and I'm thankful, and you know, I make plans now, and I'm, you know, saying, okay, I've got 6 months to do this, I want to achieve this. But at the time I came, I felt like, I remember when Nanel, you know, when that day you were coming in the rain, and you know, the rain beats you to the center and you was crying, and you know, I just felt like connected to the girl, because I felt like,
we share that story,
I completely understand her, because you're like, I know where I'm coming from. I was much loved. I got off the airport at the airport in Belfast, and I asked the guy, I'm trying to get to Sydenham train station, and the guy said to me, well, good luck to you. It was bitter cold. That, you know, when it's bitter cold that morning, I think we were on -4 that morning. I was cold and I was really sad, and
I got lost. Not to catch you, there was just this guy standing like close to me. He was walking, and so it was just us two on that street.
On that road.
And then I was like, excuse me, excuse me. He didn't have headphones on or earpiece on. I'm standing beside him. Excuse me, I didn't know the direction of the train station, and Google Map was just confusing me. You turn here, it says here. You turn here, it says that. So I'm like, I'm just asking him, which way do I go? Excuse me, please, which way is the train station? Excuse me. He's just walking. Excuse me.
He didn't answer you.
Not
He did not
a word.
answer you.
It was painful.
Pain, you say me. Say me. Person treat me like this.
Me.
No. I know.
It's tough. These are some of the things.
Yeah. Nobody tells you these things, but they happen. But that's not to discourage you.
No.
You can, you know, as a woman, like I always say something to my friends, that if I cannot be married at this age, at least I'm happy that I can do certain things for myself at this age. You know, I can think about things that, okay, this is what I want to do for my dad, I can do it for my dad. This is what I want to do for my niece and my nephews, and I can do it for them. And I'm so independent, and you know, that's a goal. Nice. And I'm glad that, you know, I'm now there. And like I said, I'm in a better place.
So another thing you can pick from what Tossin is saying is that if you feel like you're really not happy at where you are and it's affecting your mental health, leave.
Just go.
Leave.
Just leave. Well, they did not tie you there.
No, leave. If you have to pay them off, try and work hard and get the money and then pay them off and then go. Because you just stress yourself. It's just going to affect you.
It would affect you.
Your mental health, your physical health. You're not going to enjoy what you're doing, and you just not be a happy person.
And you know, everybody's story differs. I have a friend who, you know, started in a home as well, and the people she started with, all white. They've become so close right now. Beautiful, wonderful relationship. So everybody's story is different. I mean, what happened to me may not happen to other people. But that's not to say that my own story, you
does
know,
not exist. Like
it actually happened.
It happens.
It did happen.
So final words. How do we protect our mental health here in the UK? How do we not let what these people are doing affect us so much? Always do nice things for yourself. I remember she does nice things for herself. She does.
I know what makes me happy. I know all I need to do is just go out there. Don't shop online. Don't do it. Like it will literally, you won't have any money. But get out, like leave your house and go to a mall. Even if you think,
I prefer shopping online though.
Me too. Well, actually, but you waste all your money and all your money is just going. You realize you don't have anything. But if you still go to the shop, you're like out there. I feel like it's therapeutic to actually go out there, get some air, get out of the house. It's always good.
Take nice pictures.
Take a lot of nice pictures.
Go for Burna Boy shows like she's been doing.
Like I've been doing. I went to do Whiskey and it was quite the experience. I swear to you that the Niger girls there, they were not up to the Jamaican girls there, and Asian girls. Oh my God, everybody loves the guy. Don't get me started. It was a nice night. It was a beautiful night.
So thank you so much for sharing this. Would you advise that people should also go for therapy if need be?
I just don't do the one that is government funded. To be honest, I don't want to sound religious now because I'm sure it is not a religious channel, but at the end of the day, you find that your answers are still, you go back to the source, please, just do it. It's at the end of the day, just go back to the source. There was a time I used to tell my friends that it was so bad that I forgot how to pray. I would start praying and I'll be like, oh, okay. I literally would choke on my prayers. And, you know, it took me time, but, it's still a journey. I'm trying to get myself back there. I know the girl that, I used to be. I know that's not the story anybody wants to say about their relationship with God, but hoping that I get back there and, it is a safe space.
Yes, it is.
It is a very safe space. Just talk to God in the comfort of your home.
Were you dating at the time you were going through all that?
The relationship matter. Jesus.
Were you dating at the time?
That's another story.
Were you dating at the time?
When I came into the UK, I was dating. I was in a relationship.
So was your partner, did that not help in any way?
I kind of shut him out as well. They couldn't understand why.
Okay, I understand.
I completely shut him out as well. And that didn't work out, by the way. So
we won't talk about that. Okay.
No.
So are you single now? Are you dating?
I'm single now.
Okay, guys, are you watching?
I'm
Let's
so
go
single
to
right
Nigeria. All right, guys. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you picked one or two from me. Comments below what you learned, and then comments below if you think there's anything we forgot to mention, so that other people going through the comment section can learn something as well. So thank you so much for watching, and it's bye.